We're showing the United States of America how it's done. GE Appliances has chosen Kentucky to be at the forefront of American manufacturing, and let me tell y'all, we are ready.
We've invested $250 million in our warehouse network.
We've had actually over $450 million of investment in AP3.
Since 2016, over $3 billion, driving jobs, continuing to grow and develop.
This is a total commitment of $6.5 billion in our people, our products, and our country since 2016.
We've been able to do more, invest more, and be more. GE Appliances is built for America.
We're here to announce our next milestone in the $3 billion investment with the startup of our new water filter manufacturing line. This thing is really fast. Every couple seconds, there's a water filter coming off of this line. If you blink, you'll miss it. We have a zero distance philosophy here at GE Appliances. We want to manufacture the product as close to the customer as we can. That puts us in a much better position to be able to take care of their needs, solve their problems. It's what's built into GE Appliances DNA. Our North Star is taking care of our consumer and our customer. And having that water filter manufacturing here in Louisville, Kentucky makes us better equipped to do that. We're part of this community, and these water filters are made in this community, by this community, for this community. And that's really what Built for America is all about. Good morning. Welcome to Building 4 at Appliance Park, GE Appliances Global Headquarters. My name is Brian Schwartz, and I'm the plant manager here in Building 4. I have the privilege of representing the cross-functional team that brought this new manufacturing here to life. I'll start by saying this: if you work in AP4 or you're in water filtration, this is like the Super Bowl and the World Series all rolled up into one. This is a huge day for us. We are very excited. We're very excited you're here to share it with us in this big milestone. Before I begin, I want to recognize a few of the leaders that are here with us today, who you'll be hearing from in just a moment. We're joined by Jill Notini, the Vice President of Communications for the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg, Congressman Morgan McGarvey, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, and our CEO Kevin Nolan. Thank you all for being here with us today. So leading this operation is pretty meaningful for me. My father worked out here for 30 years. GE has always been a part of my life. I've worked here for almost 30 years, and my daughter chose to start her career here. So we have 3 generations of our family that work here. This company is important to us, as it is to thousands of other families across Kentuckiana. For most of my career with GE Appliance, I was actually in finance. But a few years ago, I decided that I wanted to get closer to the product. So I switched to operations and was assigned to this project. And I can tell you that there is nothing more thrilling than watching an idea on a page come to fruition in a full manufacturing area like this. It has been a thrill of my career. And really, that's what Built for America is all about. So now, I'd like to officially welcome you to GE Appliance's first ever in-house filter manufacturing operation. One more investment toward our $3 billion commitment in U.S. manufacturing over the next 5 years. Before I go any further, I do want to say a few thank yous. I want to thank the Building 4 team and the Advanced Manufacturing team for building and launching an incredible line. I want to thank our union leadership for their partnership and support. To our water filtration team for deciding to invest here with us and their leadership in the project. To ATC, the supplier who partnered with us to bring this line to life. To our government leaders and community leaders who have been partners with us along the way. And to the company leadership who trusted this team to go and build the latest example of advanced manufacturing here for GE Appliances. Louisville is famous for having great water. That's why we have great bourbon. But not everyone in our country is as fortunate to have good quality water. We know our customers and consumers care about their water, so we are glad to produce filters that help promote consumer well-being. I suspect that many of you may not know that the rise of counterfeit refrigeration water filters is a real and growing problem for our industry. We have a short video that highlights our filtration technology, our quality assurance and test labs, and how we make sure our filters meet the highest quality standards.
The expectations in water quality are immensely different than they were 20 years ago. The expectation is just very high. We approach water filtration really holistically, all the way from the research, the design, and now to the manufacturing. If someone mistakenly buys a counterfeit filter, they really could be hurting the water that's going to their family every single day. We don't know where they come from. They may cause damage to the appliance. They may not reduce the claims of contaminants that we claim the filters does, or they might even cause leaks in your home. So they may have the same plastic white shell, but the inside of the products are very different. We take it really serious that millions of people a day trust us with the water coming from their refrigerator. So this investment in manufacturing and the R&D lab here is really about building trust. So we're here in the Ice and Water Lab, and this is really where the research for next generation filtration happens. It's where our chemistry team, our engineering team, and our design team can come together, build new products, and test them. So bringing this in-house, this allows us total traceability. So now that we have the product here, we know exactly where every component's coming from. Manufacturing that is just the latest example of our investment. With this lab doing the research, with our manufacturing team, making sure that that quality certified product is coming out the door every single day. When you buy a genuine GE Appliances water filter, you're getting a certified product with quality manufacturing, with testing and science to back up the product we launch.
And now to provide more information on the challenges of counterfeit filters, I'm pleased to welcome Jill Notini, Vice President of Communications for the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers, who's joining us from Washington, D.C.
Thank you for the very warm welcome. This is a very proud day here in Louisville, and I'm so excited to be part of such a special achievement at Appliance Park. I want to say congratulations to the entire team and to everyone in this room and beyond, because this investment will no doubt benefit everyone. This is really not just a commitment to manufacturing, it's also a reaffirmation of a commitment that began in the 1950s when GE Appliances began producing trusted, safe, high-quality products here in Appliance Park. I'm here representing AHAM, the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers. We are the DC-based trade association for the home appliance industry, and we work on many issues that matter to people: safety, energy efficiency, and even driving performance, among other policies that foster innovation and trust in the marketplace. And 8 years ago, we started a program called Filter It Out. It's a consumer education initiative to combat the sale of counterfeit refrigeration water filters. The program was born after we learned about counterfeit filters causing property damage in homes. It took months for us to investigate the magnitude and the impact of the counterfeit filter market. We knew the products stole intellectual property from manufacturers, but what we didn't fully understand was the harmful effect they can have on our health. We tested nearly 100 counterfeit filters that were purchased through online merchants and tested them in an independent laboratory. And the results were shocking. Not only did the fake filters fail to remove chemicals from water, as they claimed, but they actually introduced and leached harmful substances back into the water. Counterfeit filters that are made from substandard plastics and unsafe materials are often nearly impossible for the average shopper to distinguish from the genuine product. And this isn't a minor issue. Some estimates suggest that there are as many as 2 million counterfeit water filters purchased each year. And for the average person who's supposed to drink at least 64 ounces of water a day, this is a serious issue. Consumers today have to be mindful of so many things. We need to buy products from authorized sellers. We need to check packaging closely and be suspicious of prices that seem too good to be true. And that's a lot to ask of people who are just trying to do the right thing for their families. And that's why what GE Appliances is doing here matters. This new manufacturing line at Appliance Park tightens the supply chain and brings production closer to home. By designing, testing, and manufacturing filters under one roof, GE not only can increase its capacity in response to consumer demands, but it also strengthens quality, control, and traceability. And this makes it harder for the counterfeits to enter the market and easier for consumers to get the genuine, certified products that they expect and deserve. And this effort to keep counterfeits out of the market is a daunting task. But through programs such as Filter It Out and partnerships with the Water Quality Association, retail partners, and companies like GE Appliances that are willing to invest in quality at the source, we can make a meaningful impact. Filter It Out remains one of the most important pieces of work we do because it directly impacts the lives of consumers in their homes, in their kitchens, and in communities across the country. So just one more congratulations on this tremendous effort. Congratulations to the team here in Louisville. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jill, for supporting and driving awareness to this important consumer issue. Now, to talk about what this investment means for Louisville and our community, please join me in welcoming Mayor Greenberg.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. Good morning, everyone. This is the type of refrigeration I like to talk about and celebrate. But in all seriousness, it is so good to be with you all here today at GE Appliances. This is yet another amazing investment in our community, another amazing vote of confidence in the city of Louisville. And it's been wonderful to see this new operation in action. On a personal note, it's also a great reminder that tonight I have to stop off at the store on the way home and buy a new GE water filter because I think it's been a little longer than 6 months at the Greenberg household, and I just learned a lot this morning. But this is a great example of GE Appliances choosing to bring its world-class innovation right here to its global headquarters in Louisville. And what's happening here reflects the great progress that we're making all across the city, and GE Appliances is leading that way. Kevin, thank you so much for the $500 million investment that you and your colleagues announced last summer here in Louisville, making this, GE Appliance Park, your world headquarters, creating 800 high-paying career path union jobs with this investment and 30 new ones that are being announced today. And it's so exciting that in Louisville, Kentucky, you all have built one of the most advanced assembly lines in all of America right here in Louisville. So when an innovative, globally recognized company like GE Appliances makes a commitment to our city, to our people, others take notice. And you all are setting the trend. The community knows that you all are here to stay, that you're committed to our city. And it helps us to attract even more young professionals, engineers, and innovators that see they can start a career and start a great life right here in Louisville. And other major companies also see that, the leadership that you all are taking. They see that Louisville is a place where they can grow, where they can innovate, they can build lasting success. They have access to quality, talented, smart, excited, energetic people that are hardworking and want to help make their company and their city better. So we are so grateful to GE Appliances that you continue to make Louisville your global headquarters. For over 70 years, you've shown time and time again, in so many different ways, your commitment to our community. Just a few months ago, I got a chance to stop by and see your 2025 Blue Wave in action, where 1,000 of your GE Appliance colleagues were at more than 20 locations all across our city, giving back, feeding people in need, supporting our nonprofit organizations. Thank you so much for that commitment to our city. And that's on top of what you all do to recruit top engineering talent here, bringing college-age talent to study through your Edison Engineering Development Program, and the work that you do in JCPS to give high school students real-life work experiences through the academies of Louisville. GE Appliances is setting the standard for what it means to be a great corporate citizen. You all are a leader, and you show so many others how to lead as well. And we also really appreciate the continued commitment to creating good-paying, career path, union jobs right here in our city. It is a great example of how you can create good-paying union jobs and is good for the employees, good for the businesses, and good for the entire community. So thank you all so much for what you've done. And thank you so much to my colleague Trevor Paul and the Louisville Economic Development Alliance for partnering on continuing to support GE Appliances. Kevin, we're excited to continue working with you and your new team. I know the three of us, the governor, Congressman, and I, will come back as often as you want to continue to make investments in our city and in our state. And speaking of our state, it is wonderful to have a governor that we can partner with so well, focused on creating good-paying career path jobs. Governor, thank you to you and your administration for your leadership. And we also are fortunate that here in Louisville, we have someone who is fighting for us every day in Washington, D.C. Please join me in welcoming that fighter for us, Congressman Morgan McGarvey.
Good morning, everybody. Mayor, thank you so much. First of all, thank you for allowing us all to be here this morning. The roads are fantastic. So to the mayor, to the governor, I was going to say, Governor, I was coming to you. So I mean, the governor and the mayor, thank you all for allowing us to be here this morning on those roads. That's a great thing. This is awesome. This is truly awesome. Thank you so much to all of you, to Kevin, to your team, to the engineers, to our labor brothers and sisters for making this possible. The work you all do every single day continues to cement not just the 70-year legacy of GE in our community, but pave the way for the future here. Because we know as Louisvillians, GE is more than just a series of buildings where you come to work. GE is a source of pride. GE is a place where your grandparents, your parents, and now you can have a job and raise a family and do it the right way. We know this is a source of innovation, right? I mean, I love it. I love the nerds who work in engineering and manufacturing because you all can wax poetic about dishwashers more than anybody I know. I can say this, my brother-in-law works in dishwashers, Zach Wiles, and he hates it whenever I bring that up. But even going through here right now, I had somebody stop me and go, you know, we use coconut in the filtration system, and that's why we call it coconut. The way you guys, because it's the pride you take in what you do, and that pride reflects in the quality products you make, right? You know that when you put a dishwasher in somebody's home, it's a big expense, and it has to work, and it has to work well. You know when there's a problem of counterfeit water filters that you can solve that problem. You can do it. You can create good paying jobs here. You can create a better product, and you can keep families safe every single time they go to the refrigerator to get a glass of water. That pride of what you can do here shows. I was walking through just now and I was talking to Gary, and he said, we make products for people in America. And I said, right here in America? He goes, right here in America. Right here in Louisville, Kentucky. And Governor, you have helped cement our Kentucky's legacy as a manufacturing hub with all of the jobs you have been creating. So whether it is our state, local, federal leaders, we have someone from Congressman Guthrie's office here with us today, coming together, working with business to get this done. But yes, at the end of the day, it's you all. It's everything you do. It's the people who show up every single day and make these products work. But I know this also doesn't happen without some leadership. And we've got great union leadership here, I think, again, showing you can be both pro-business without being anti-worker. But I know we have great leadership. And you saw when everyone was being introduced, nobody got applause except for the CEO. Now, I'm not going to say that's just because you guys are a bunch of kiss-ups and you know who signs your paycheck. You can sense genuine applause and affection when you see it. And I think when I think about Kevin, not just the number of times you've had us here for new announcements, the jobs you're adding, the products you're making. It is that philosophy, right? That zero distance philosophy of having the confidence as a leader to step back and say, I'm going to let my innovators and the customers dictate which way we go and not get in the way, while putting in a culture that works, that thrives, that respects each other. That takes real leadership and real ability. And we are so fortunate to have Kevin leading this operation for our city, for our state, and our country. Kevin Nolan, thanks so much. We'd like to hear from you as well.
Thank you, Congressman McGarvey. And now I'd like to introduce a great supporter of GE Appliances and for growing manufacturing in our state. Please join me in welcoming our governor, Mr. Andy Beshear.
All right, good morning, everyone. I got to start by thanking our state and city road crews for helping us to be here today. Think about it. We just had over 3/4 of an inch of ice in some parts of Kentucky. We had over a foot of snow in other parts of Kentucky. Yet here we are, open for business and operating. Let's thank everybody who's been out there on the roads keeping us safe. It is great to be back here at Appliance Park celebrating this great company and this amazing milestone for GE, Kentucky, and our best in the nation workforce. Thank you to Kevin Nolan and his entire GE Appliances team for inviting us to be here today to truly celebrate. GE Appliances has a long track record of success here in the Commonwealth, and we're going to build on those wins as this iconic company continues to invest in Kentucky, continues to invest in us. Last August, we were here to celebrate a $490 million investment in Louisville as part of this company's 5-year, $3 billion investment in American manufacturing. Even more important, we got to announce 800 new jobs. That means 800 Kentuckians were going to be able to put food on their table, provide a better life for their families, and it meant that GE Appliances would get its employment back up to about 8,000 people. GE is Kentucky. Right here, proud Kentucky workers are showing the entire world that not only is U.S. manufacturing back, but it lives right here in the Commonwealth. And today, we're back to celebrate one of the results of this major investment, this brand new, state-of-the-art water filter manufacturing plant. GE Appliances makes industry-leading home appliances, including a variety of refrigerators, which we have, that use these filters to ensure that the water that people use for drinking and cooking is safe. Making them right here is going to ensure the highest quality. And that's important because we know we're fighting against unsafe counterfeit filters. Water filters are in high demand. That's good for us being here today. But we've been told that they couldn't be made in America anymore. Well, GE Appliances once again has proven them all wrong. And they've shown us that you should never bet against America, and you should never bet against Kentucky. That's why GE Appliances has chosen us, Kentucky, to be their global headquarters, to be on the forefront of this push to reshore and to make sure American manufacturing is as strong as it has ever been. And let me tell y'all, here in Kentucky, we're ready. Every call I get from Kevin is typically a good one, though we're here for the tough times too. But just the idea of his belief and your belief that we can continue to grow, that we can do things that people have told us that we can't, that we are strong enough in Kentucky to lead this entire country in how to get this done, how to provide for our people, how to make sure that businesses are successful, that's something pretty special. I think about GE, and in addition to this new advanced manufacturing line, there are 1,600 Kentucky engineers that work at GE Appliances headquarters in Louisville. They're doing the research, the product development, and the testing that'll bring the next generation of appliances here. It means in Kentucky, we're the workers, the doers, and the thinkers. We've got all of them right here in our Commonwealth. But what I love about GE is this is only the most recent investment. Just since I've been governor, about $1 billion worth of investments, more than 1,000 new jobs. GE continues to grow. And this new water filtration line adds to GE Appliances' reshoring of their production of its laundry division from China to Kentucky. Let me say that again. GE Appliances is moving jobs and productions from China to Kentucky. Thank you for that. I also think about how special these investments are with what's going on in Kentucky right now. Listen, a country that used to look down on us is looking up to us. A country that used to view us as a flyover state now knows we're the destination. Thanks to GE and others, we have announced over $45 billion of new investment in the Commonwealth in the last 6 years. In the last 5 years, we've been top 5 in per capita economic development in the entire country, year in and year out. We've announced a record 68,000 new jobs. We've had our highest 3-year average for wages. We've broken our export record 2 straight years, and we've broken our tourism record 3 straight years. But you want to know a study that's out there that tells you how special what we're doing is? Moody's just came out with a study that's pretty concerning for most states. They said if every state was its own country, how would their economies be? Folks, half our states are in recession. About another third are flat. But your state, Kentucky, is still growing. And the reason is we're doing it together. In a country that feels divided in everything, in Kentucky we've pushed out a lot of that noise. We've recognized the most important things in life aren't red or blue, they're not Democrat or Republican. And we've recognized that we want not only our families, but our neighbors and their families to do well. So when GE announces 800 new jobs, it's good for Democrats, it's good for Republicans, it's good for independents mainly. It's just really good for Kentucky families. I'm proud of how we've stuck together. I'm proud of how we care most, that we are Kentuckians and Americans, and everything else comes after that. And in a country where people believe that American dream is starting to slip away, that maybe it's not possible, that we've got more housing, that we've got more opportunity, that our wages are going up, that we're making sure our people can live good lives, that if you go to work and you put in a hard day's work, you can raise that family on that job. And I especially want to highlight those that have been helping to make sure that that's true in America for a long time, our leadership at the IUE CWA. Thank you all for your work. And in that world where we're supposed to be divided, in Kentucky, we're proving you can be pro-business and pro-union all at the same time, that we can all win, that we can all work together, that a company can thrive and their workers can too. I am proud of what this facility does and how you go about it. Having great established businesses like GE Appliances double down and reinvest is just going to fuel more Kentucky progress. We have a duty to our families, to that next generation and the one after that. What's being done here today is going to ensure that there are good jobs in Louisville and Kentucky for decades to come. We're doing more than just building a foundation for our future. We're making sure we put in the work to have success and prosperity for the next and the next and the next generation here in Kentucky. By applying common sense, and don't you think we need a little bit more of that in our world right now? And finding common ground, which we need to find a lot more of, we are not moving our state right or left, we're just moving it forward. And if every day we can just focus on jobs, your next doctor's appointment, the roads and bridges you drive, the school you drop your kids off at, and whether you feel safe in your community, we can do good things for every single one of Kentucky's families. So I want to thank the mayor, I want to thank the congressman for how well we work together. Mainly, I want to thank GE, all the workers here. Listen, they wouldn't reinvest here if you weren't the very best. They wouldn't add these lines if they didn't know that we in Kentucky can produce the very best workforce. And for a company that before this leadership team had gone through some struggles, wow, just look at how it's growing. This is an exciting American story. I couldn't be prouder to be a part of it. Congratulations, Kevin, and congratulations to GE Appliances. Okay. I'm told I'm the governor and I can change the schedule if I want. I wanted to do this next introduction. I've gotten to know Kevin Nolan over the last 6 years. He is a great leader. He's also a good person. He has called us and offered advice in the state. Every time I want to try a new workforce idea, he's in. This is somebody who is committed to the Commonwealth. And I just love that when we made that $3+ billion announcement in American manufacturing, Kevin Nolan stood up and he said, Louisville, Kentucky is GE Appliances global headquarters. Let's give it up for CEO Kevin Nolan.
All right, I'm definitely not used to such kind words, so I appreciate that. I don't get that from my team every day, so I guess it's nice to hear. But thank you, Governor, and thanks everyone for being with us today. You can just feel the excitement, hopefully, when you walked through the hallways, through the plant, of what it means to all the people that are working this facility, what it means to GE Appliances. This new water filter line is proof that American manufacturing, it's not dead. It's alive, it's well, it's right here at Appliance Park, it's here in Louisville, Kentucky. Just 5 months ago, we came together in AP2 to announce a $3 billion investment in our future. It was hot in that building, if we all remember. We were worried about whether we were going to pass out, we had fans, etc. And it's a little different today. And one, I want to thank everybody for what you did on the roads and getting things cleared to get us here safely. It's fantastic. But it just shows how quickly things change out there. Seasons move fast, but when it comes to investing in America, we're moving even faster. That's why it's exciting to be back here so soon to talk about what we're doing. Today's a proof point of what these dollars can do. A lot of people just talk about money. We're showing you what that money goes to and how it brings these great jobs here. It's new equipment. Yes, it's advanced manufacturing, but more than anything, it's opportunity. It's showing people you don't have to leave your hometown to build a future in advanced manufacturing. It also is about partnership with local companies. This assembly line that you see here was built in Tennessee by American hands. That's what this kind of investment supports. American skill, American ingenuity, and American pride. Not too long ago, a few weeks ago, in fact, I sat across the table at a dinner with someone that says, we can't make anything here in America anymore. They were from California, by the way. I said to them, come to Louisville. Come here. Come where I work, because I don't know what you're talking about. Come to GE Appliances. Come see what modern manufacturing, what it looks like. Another person asked me, how can you make these long-term decisions in this kind of time of uncertainty, time of chaos? Because what's happening here proves that you can have certainty in uncertain times. But where does it come from? It comes from confidence. Confidence in our people, confidence in the workforce that we have, confidence in the capabilities that we have with our engineers here, and confidence that investing in America is still the smartest bet that we can make. What you see today, it didn't happen by accident. It happened because of leadership, and not my leadership. The leadership from Brian and the team right here in this building. They found a way to bring water filter manufacturing in-house. They fought to get this put in here. It takes leadership from our elected officials who keep us moving forward. These are good leaders. They value innovation, talent development, making things right here, and really value all the people that are working in our communities. And it takes leadership from GE Appliances, a company committed to growing good jobs, great products, right here at home. So I want to thank the refrigeration team and all the people that made these decisions and took the bet on us to put this production we see here. Over the last 10 years, we've committed $6.5 billion to make things here in America. We don't do it because it's easy. We do it because it matters. With this latest investment, every single filter that comes off this line does something important, as you've heard. These filters provide clean, safe drinking water. But they also prove you can build high-tech, world-class products in this country, faster, better, and closer to the people that we serve. It's what we truly believe in, zero distance. The plant we're in today is just one example. It's a reminder of what's possible when we choose to invest here and we choose to build things here. Because when we say built in America, we mean it here in Kentucky. American manufacturing has a future, and it's being built right here at GE Appliances. Appreciate everyone coming out today, appreciate the support, appreciate all the help you've had along the way for us. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, let's have one more hand and thank all our speakers today. Thank you for coming out and sharing this milestone with us. That concludes our remarks for the morning. I'd like to invite, if I could, members of the media, Kevin, and our government leaders to just step over here for a moment. We'll have a Q&A session that'll be moderated by Julie Wood from our communications team, and then we'll begin the tour shortly. For everyone else, please join in some refreshments. We have some water and coffee and things over here, and we'll start the tour shortly. Your number for your tour will be called. It's on the back of your name badge, so just be listening for that, and the tour will start shortly. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out and sharing this special moment with us.